All right, and you could see me okay, right?
Oh yeah, I can see you fine.
Okay, perfect.
But what it was, I had to sleep with Liana last night, and I just got this biggest crick in my neck, just going from up here, like
Ouch.
that's my ear all the way down.
Put
It's killing.
pull on your ears. Pull on both your ears. Like just like like really pull down and out like so. And then when you get halfway up, flip the thumbs on the. I know you're trying not to let your earpiece fall out, but like pull.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's just about to.
All right. Well, when you're done with class today, do that, and maybe
Yeah,
do some where
that
your
feels really good right there.
knee is over to one side and your shoulder over to the other side. So do those twists after class.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew it was gonna happen. It did fall out.
Yeah, or you could take one out, pull on that ear, put it back, and then do the other. But it should bring you some relief in the neck and right there.
I'll do it after.
Yeah. So we're doing something different today. I'm excited. I hope you guys benefit from it. His the breathing, the pranayama is more powerful than we realize sometimes. So welcome everybody. We're going to get started in about a minute. But grab your mat, get into something comfortable. It doesn't matter what you're wearing today because we're not doing any asanas, we're not doing any postures today, we're doing all breathing. So Brenda, you can do that with what you're wearing. Perfect. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. And I'm excited about sharing and educating on something different today, something that we take for granted because we do it every day, but we don't realize how doing it slightly differently can benefit us and in tremendous ways. So I'm so excited to share with you. So you could do this from your office chair, you could do this from your bed, if you're sitting out back having lunch, it doesn't matter where you are, you could do this anywhere and you could do this anytime. That's a beauty in pranayama breathing. So welcome everybody. Happy Monday. Thank you for being here with me today. Um, Today's class, the next 30 minutes or so, we're really just focusing on breathing. All right, so it doesn't matter what you're wearing, it doesn't matter where you are. You can do what we're about to do any time of day, anywhere you are, on a plane, at your desk, in your bed, out in your garden, it doesn't matter. But for today, just so that we focus and we're present, go ahead and if you're sitting on your office chair, just sit up nice and tall. If you're sitting on your yoga mat, same thing. Kind of rock back and forth and try to feel your sits bones as they get rooted into the floor. We like to be rooted before we start any yoga practice. And regardless of where you're seated, still picture an elongated spine, everybody. And remember your head, your neck is part of your spine. So hold your head up nice and tall and proud. Pretend as though somebody has a string attached to the top of your head and is pulling you up to the ceiling. So we want to maintain that nice, sturdy, proud posture throughout the entire practice, even though we're not doing any asanas, any postures today. All right. And then, as usual, I invite you to bring your fingers to Chin Mudra, which is simply your index finger meeting your thumb. You can place on your knees, palms up. If you're sitting on an office chair, go ahead and just place them in your lap. And you can keep your eyes open, especially if I'm going to be demonstrating. But if you are listening to the cues and you feel like you have it, feel free to close your eyes. throughout today's practice. Whatever suits you. This is your practice. You honor your body. So again, pranayama, what does that mean? That's breathing. And we take this breathing for granted because you and I, all of us here, we have to do that to stay alive. But there's so many variations of doing pranayama and breathing that has a different impact on our body and our health in particular. So there are 5 techniques that I want to share with you today. Most of you, I've taught one of them, at least one of them to you, because we try to do that throughout our practice when we do our asanas, but we will still demonstrate that today. So the beauty about pranayama, or these breathing exercises I'm about to share, is you could do them anywhere. You're on a plane, you could practice these. You're in traffic, you could do these. It doesn't matter where you are. So any time of day, any place, and anybody, you could teach these to your children, your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren, your friends. All right. So, and if you forget any, you can always rewatch this recording, as well as you can always reach out to me. So let's get started. So the first one I'd like to share with you today is called the humming bee breath. So let's say somebody says something to you and you can't get it out of your head, or there's a thought, or some of us, sometimes a song gets stuck in our head. But either way, you kind of want to just let go and forget about something that might be worrisome. You could practice this breath. It's the humming bee breath. You can physically put your fingers in your ears if you want. You don't have to. I'm going to, just for the sake of demonstrating. So it's very simple. All you do is you take a big deep inhale, and on the slow exhale you hum. Okay, what that does is it will erase whatever it is that keeps circling in your mind. So let's do that. We're going to repeat for maybe about 7 times. All right, so sit up nice and tall once again, elongated spine, head pulling up to the ceiling, relax the shoulders. Ready? I'm going to put my fingers in my ears. I know it looks ridiculous. You could do it, you don't have to, but you're going to inhale deeply, and on the exhale, you're going to hum on that exhale. All right, ready? Let's inhale together. Big deep inhale together. Hum on the exhale. I'm humming loud so you can hear, but you don't have to hum that loud, okay? 5 more. Big deep inhale together. Exhale. Big deep inhale together. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale together. Exhale. 2 more. Big deep inhale together. Exhale. 1 more. Big deep inhale together. Exhale. All right, so now just relax and let the breath do whatever it wants. So you don't have to say vocally here, but kind of think about how that made you feel. I know for me, I was humming kind of low because I wanted you to hear me, but you don't have to hum that loud. But I know what it did for me was I wasn't thinking about anything else other than hearing that humming sound. So forgive me if it sounded annoying on your part, on your end, but try that technique. I would recommend that you find a quiet area to do that in, but you don't have to. You could do that in a busy area, because especially with your fingers in your ears, all you can hear is your own voice. Okay, so that's the whole reason behind humming on the exhale. So I hope you found that useful. I hope you will find it useful, and I hope it benefits you whenever you're trying to forget about something that just keeps swirling around in your mind. All right. So the second breath I would like to teach you is the Kapalabhati, is how it's pronounced. So basically, and I also, this particular breath, I recommend that you do it on an empty stomach. I know we're kind of doing, I don't know if you guys had lunch or not. It won't harm you, but because we're not doing it for that long, but I do recommend that any deep breathing exercise that you do, try to do on an empty stomach. All right, so this particular breath, what we're going to do is we're going to inhale passively, and then we're going to actively and forcefully exhale. You actually don't have to even think about the inhalation part because your body will do that naturally just to stay alive. So all I want you to focus on is that forceful exhale. All right, and this is through our nostrils. Even if I'm making a sound with my mouth, it's just for effect. But I'm going to try to just do it with my nostrils, so hopefully it's loud enough so you can hear and see what's going on. Also, you'll notice if you pay attention to my belly, you will see the expansion and the inhaling and the exhaling. You'll see that. So before we get started with this breath, let's just clear the airways. So let's take a big deep inhale together, yogis. Long, slow exhale. And to get started with this breath, all I want you to do is take a big, deep inhale, and then we're going to start short bursts of exhales. Again, don't worry about the inhalation. You're going to naturally do that to stay alive. Okay, so let's take a big, deep inhale together. All right, this one makes me a little anxious sometimes because it's intense. We're going to do 2 more rounds of this, okay? So just allow the breath to settle the mind, settle the heart, settle the breath before we get started. And on the second round, we'll do the same thing. Big, deep inhale, long, slow exhale. Then we'll do a big, deep inhale, and then just short bursts of exhales for as long as you can stand it, okay? All right, we're gonna get started in a minute here. All right, so let's take a big, deep inhale together, everyone. Long, slow exhale. One more deep inhale. And you thought it was going to be a relaxing yoga session, huh? All right, we have one more round. This is a cleansing breath exercise. And you know what? All of these techniques that I'm teaching you are actually excellent to keep viruses and colds away because it helps to keep our nasal cavity clear. So if you want to do any combination of these, in the mornings, you will never ever get another cold as long as you live. Excuse me. All right, so one more round of, it's called Kapalabhati. All right, so one more. Big deep inhale together, everyone. Long slow exhale. Big deep inhale. Forceful exhales. Nice job, everybody. I worked up a sweat on that one. I hope you did too. All right. 3 more techniques to go. This next breathing exercise, we're doing 3 rounds. And this is great if you have low energy. If you want to regurgitate or regenerate some energy, you want to do this breathing exercise I'm about to teach you. It's called the Hatrika breath. Just call it the bellows breath. That's the easy way to remember it. And so this one is similar to the one we just did, except you're inhaling and exhaling rigorously. All right, in this particular demonstration, I'm going to put my arms in the air. You can if you want to, you don't have to. And we're doing 3 rounds. So this is in and out as rigorously, vigorously as you can. All right, so to start, as usual, take 1 big deep inhale and 1 slow exhale. So I'm going to put my hands in the air and vigorously breathe in and out. That's round 1. Relax. Allow the breath to do whatever it wants here. Settle the heart, settle the breath, settle the mind. 2 more rounds, yogis. Let's take a big deep inhale together. Long, slow exhale. And inhale together, begin. Remember, vigorous in and out. Inhale. That's round 2. Relax. Allow the breath to do whatever it wants here. Remember, this particular breath, the bellows breath, is to bring you some energy if you're feeling low on energy. All right. Last round. Ready? Big deep inhale. Long, slow exhale. Let's go, yogis. That was it, last round. So remember the bellows breath. Anytime you're feeling low on energy and you need to get some energy quickly. All right, vigorous in and out breaths. All right, I'm going to switch my legs because I've been sitting in this posture for some time. If you're sitting in half lotus, maybe switch left on top, right on bottom. All right, so this is my favorite breath, is the Ujjayi breath. And I've taught most of you this breath, because it's a breath we like to do when we are practicing or asanas or postures, when we're doing yoga. So this breath is more than a breath. It's such a technique. It's such a beautiful technique. It can be a life-saving technique. And I've never taken a Lamaze class, but I have a feeling that it's something very similar to this that they teach expecting mothers how to breathe in order to deal with the pain of childbirth. So this breath is also it has so many names. It's referred to as the victorious breath. It's referred to as the ocean breath. Some people call it the breath of fire because while it cools us down on the outside, it heats us up on the inside. And so I like to ask my yogis, somebody cuts you off in traffic, to do the Ujjayi breath to stay calm. If you're excited about an upcoming presentation, practice the Ujjayi breath. It will help settle you down before doing something that you might be nervous about. If your spouse or your significant other pisses you off, this is also an awesome technique to practice before saying or doing anything that you might regret. So the Ujjayi breath is my ultimate favorite. So in this posture, if you know it, feel free to close your eyes and simply listen to the cues. But basically, I'm going to teach it to you and then we're going to do it. So if you want to put your hand in front of your face and maybe open your mouth, what I'd like you to do is suck in a big breath, a big inhale. Suck it in through the back of through the mouth with the mouth open. Suck it in through the back of the throat. Bring it down to the clavicle. The chest expands. Take another sip in and send it down to the diaphragm. Belly expands. And then send that breath up and slow with the mouth open. Feel the breath. Exhale the breath on the hand. So did you feel that breath on your hand? Let's do that. I'm going to do it without speaking. So big deep inhale, suck it in. Exhale it out. So you feel that breath on the hand. That's it. That's a Ujjayi breath, except you do it with the mouth closed. All right? So remember, suck in through the nose, but pull it in through the back of the throat. Bring it down to the chest. The chest expands, but continue to inhale down to the diaphragm. Diaphragm expands. We're going to hold that breath for 5 seconds and then do a long, slow exhale through the nostrils. Okay? So we're going to do 7 of these Ujjayi breaths. So let's just settle down for a minute. And let's go. Big deep inhale through the nostrils. Continue to bring that breath down to the diaphragm, belly expands. Hold. Long, slow exhale, send that breath up and out through the nostrils. Draw the navel in. Big deep inhale, belly expands. Hold. Long, slow exhale, draw the navel in. Big deep inhale, belly expands. Hold. Long, slow exhale, draw the navel in. Big deep inhale, belly expands. Hold. Slow exhale, draw the navel in. Two more yogis. Big deep inhale, belly expands. Hold. Slow exhale, draw the navel in. Last one, make it your best one. Big deep inhale, belly expands. Hold. Slow exhale, draw the navel in. Nice job, yogis. Just relax, let the brain, let the mind, let the body, let the breath do whatever it wants right here. We're almost finished. I have one more that I want to demonstrate before we wrap up and take final Shavasana. So I can't remember if I've demonstrated this particular breath in our classes before, but it's also one of my favorites. It's called the Nadi Shadahan. So basically what we're gonna do is just maybe 9 or 10 rounds of this. And all you're doing is inhaling and exhaling, but alternating your nostrils. All right, this is an awesome way to keep the sinuses clear, the nasal cavity clear, especially if you feel like a cold or something coming along. This is a great technique to keep you healthy. All right, so basically we're going to control our right nostril with our thumb, okay? And we're going to control our left nostril with our index finger. All right, so To begin, we're going to close off the right nostril, take a big deep inhale through the left nostril, and take a long slow exhale through the left nostril. And then we're going to inhale through the left nostril. We're going to pinch and close both nostrils. And then we're going to exhale through the right nostril. All right? So let's get started. Go ahead and close off your right nostril with your thumb. Take a big deep inhale through your left nostril. And exhale through your left nostril. Nice. So now we're ready to start. Inhale through the left nostril. Close both. Pinch. Hold. Exhale, release the thumb through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Pinch, hold. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left. Pinch, hold. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pinch, hold. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Pinch, hold. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pinch, hold. Exhale through the left. Almost there. Inhale through the left. Pinch, hold. Exhale through the right. And that's it, yogis. That's all the breathing techniques that I wanted to show you today. And you might think, why? Who cares? Why? Let me just share some of the benefits, some of the amazing benefits. Increase your energy. It releases stress. It improves mental clarity. It improves your physical health. It boosts your immunity. And my personal favorite is it slows down the aging process. So let's end today's practice breathing exercise with final Shavasana. So if you're in your chair, just go ahead and relax in your chair. If you're on the mat, go ahead and let everything flop out. Legs flop out to the side, hands flop out to the side. Picture an elongated spine on the mat, so adjust your head accordingly. You are relaxed. Wiggle your toes, round out your ankles, lift your feet up off the ground and release. You are relaxed. Wiggle your fingers, round out your wrists, make fists with your hands. Let's inhale, lift the arms up off the floor, squeeze, 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 and release. You are relaxed. Last but not least, lift your head up off the ground, make a pucker face, frown, push your lips up to the sky, squeeze, 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 and release. Gently put your head back on the floor or on your chair. Maybe slightly open your mouth to relax your jaw, relax your tongue, relax your brow. You are relaxed. Start to wiggle your fingertips, rub your fingertips together, wiggle your toes. Scoop your thighs together, point your toes away from you, reach your arms up overhead, as though you're just waking up for the first time this morning, whether in your chair or on your mat. Go ahead and hug your knees into your belly and gently rock from side to side. Rock onto any side that you prefer, using your arm closest to the floor as a pillow, coming into fetal posture. Remembering that this posture signifies new beginnings. Whatever happened last year, last month, last week serves us no purpose at this time. Use whichever hand is in front to push up into a comfortable seated position. Thank you, yogis, for breathing with me today and learning some pranayama techniques. Let's take a big deep inhale, arms come up overhead. Drag those prayer hands to your third eye. Continuing to drag those prayer hands to your throat chakra and up ultimately to your chest, pressing your thumbs into your heart. Keeping your eyes closed, your head bowed. The light in me recognizes the light in each of you, its truth, its strength, and its beauty. Please take these breathing techniques that you've learned today with you through the remainder of the day, the remainder of the week, the remainder of your life. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide. Namaste. Bye, y'all. See you next time. Remember to drink lots of water. Thank you, guys.